Hi guys, it's Amy from No Scraps Left Behind. I'm going to show you how to thread a Kenmore 158.1752. First, we are going to start up here with our spool. We're going to go to this lower or this back thread guide first, and then we're going to move it up to this front thread guide, and then we're going to head down to the tension discs. So first we go to the back thread guide, then we're going to wrap around to the front thread guide. Then before we do the tension discs, we have to check. We have to make sure that our presser foot is up. It needs to be up. If it's down, the tension discs are closed and the thread's not going to go where you need it to go. So this right here needs to be up. Needs to be up. Then when we hit our tension discs here, I'm going to show you a tip for the tension discs. We know the thread is going to go in between the discs where it needs to go. So this right here, this is like a little slide. If you put your thread right there, it'll just guide the thread exactly where it needs to go between the discs, because the thread needs to go in the discs, not behind it, not in front of it, not wrapped around anything else. It just needs to slide straight there. So once again, this right here, if you put your thread here, it will slide it exactly where it needs to go, just right up against there, and it's right where we want it. Now for the other side, I'm going to give you a tip on how to thread this whole assembly right here. The tip is to put your thumb against the thread on the machine and just hold the thread tightly against the machine while you pull this side up. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to pull this out just a little, give me some thread to work with. Then I'm going to put my thumb here and hold it tight while I'm grabbing this side and pulling it up. Sometimes you'll hear a little click, which is a great sound because you know it's exactly where it needs to go. Just like that. And now we have it where it needs to go. Let me do that again just in case my arm was blocking it. Just slide it through. Just push the thread against the machine and then tug this, and it'll go right where it needs to go. Just like that, and then you know it's where it needs to be. What that looks like up close is this. See how the thread, that's how it should be looking when it's done correctly. All right, let's zoom back out. I'm going to go here next, and then I'm going to go up here. So I'm just going to wrap it here from the back to the front. And then up here, I'm going to go from the right side through the little hole to the left side. Then once I've got it up here, I'm going to go back down and I'm going to go click it through right there. Then we're going to go to the very bottom, and there's a couple spots on the bottom. So we're going to take it from here and we're going to just slide it. You can go on either side of this. It doesn't matter. It'll just slide right in one of the spots. Same down here. Either one will work. This machine was made, if you wanted to, you could put 2 spool threads on the top and then thread both of the threads down. They would split here, they would split here, and then use a double needle and sew with 2 threads at once. Now this machine threads front to back, and that means the flat part of the needle is facing back when you insert it in. When you insert the needle in, you want to push it as far up as the machine will let you. You don't want to force anything, but if it doesn't get up far enough, it is not going to catch the bobbin thread. And then the needle has a groove in the front of it. That groove should be facing you. And that lets us know the back part is facing the flat part is facing the back and the groove is facing you. And then this will just thread front to back. And now I will show you the bobbin. So the bobbin. So the bobbin plate, it just lifts off. And sometimes if the machine has been sitting for a while, this can get stuck. So it just pulls straight up. And the whole thing comes off. Now the bobbin case down there, there's this tiny, it has like a little latch to it. It's kind of fragile, so don't force it. But this latch is the way you get it in and out. Just open the latch and then take it 2 fingers, and then you've got your bobbin case out, and the bobbin's not going to drop out at all. The way to get the bobbin out is when the latch snaps back, then it'll let you pull the bobbin case out. The way that this bobbin case goes in is with the thread needs to hang off the case, coming off the right hand side and swinging around. So this thread here, it swings around and down like it's going clockwise. You put that into the case like that, and then the case itself, there's a little tiny notch right here. So I'm going to take this thread and I'm going to pull it in this little notch. Then I'm going to slowly tug it underneath this plate, and it's going to pop out right here. Sometimes you'll hear it click when it pops out. And then you know it's threaded correctly, because this is the tension. It's holding the thread tight, because this tension works with this tension, and that's how you get good stitches. So I've just slid it through this tiny little notch here, just like that. And now I'm going to gently tug it underneath that plate, and then it just snaps out, and it comes out right there. So if you hold it, you should be able to pull it just gently right there. Now to get this back in, you're going to open the latch again, 2 fingers so it doesn't fall out. And then this finger here sticks up. There's a special spot it fits in right down here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to tilt it to see if you can. So just put it right there. Then once you get that finger where it needs to go, let go of the latch and it will hold it in place. Then you know it's not going to fall out. It's not going to wiggle out. You're good to go. Now the other thing that machines really, really, really like is if you pull the bobbin thread up. And what that means is you take your top spool thread and just gently hold it here to the side. Then with your hand wheel, move your hand wheel towards you. The needle will move down. It will swing around. Then when the needle comes back to the high point, the top here, just gently tug on that thread, and your bobbin thread should pop up right there. Then you know everything's working as it should. Then you take both of these threads and we're going to tuck them behind the foot, put our plate back on, and the way you put this plate back on is Laura, it just slides underneath there. These 2 slide underneath, and then you just push it down, and you might have to use a little bit of force. You won't break it, I promise. And then when you get your fabric, if you hold on to these, just gently, don't pull them or anything, just kind of hold them off to the side, out of the way. When you start to make stitches, your first stitches will look really pretty, and it won't get all messed up underneath if you just hold them to the side for just like the first 1 or 2 stitches. And this machine makes pretty cool stitches because it's got cams in the top. There's these little discs that just like pop in and out, and then you can make like really cool stitch patterns like ducks and flowers and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, so that's how you thread a Kenmore 158 1752. Thanks.